Hello, second years. How are you? I've really missed you. I wonder, are you starting to see that your routines are starting to change a wee bit? For me, I'm starting to notice that I'm feeling tired at different points in the day compared to where I used to feel tired. So, for example, it's always been the same, really. You can have the best night's sleep ever just before you have to wake up. You know what I mean? You go to bed feeling completely alert, and then it's as though you could sleep for 100 years when the alarm goes off. But I do think it's important to try to keep in with your um, old routines and try to follow your timetable as best you can. So for me, things that I do, even though I, just like you, have got nowhere to go and no one really to see, I still make sure that little things like keep me going, find a little bits of joy in the day. So for me, I'll have a good look at my jewellery box and go like, I'm not seeing anyone, but I'm going to wear my gold earrings today and some rings because why not? And every day of lockdown, I still put on my dress and shoes, and even though I had no one, I could have stayed in my pajamas really and nobody would have cared. But no, I just needed a task to do to make me feel good. So try and think about that. And it's a way of tricking your brain into feeling that there's a routine and there's a feeling that there's a pattern to the day. So another wee little hack I wanted to share with you about how I manage to calm myself down when I'm feeling overwhelmed. I know I talked a little bit last time about making a list and ticking things off that list. It just always makes me feel better knowing that the past doesn't really exist and the future doesn't really exist. The only thing that exists is the present. And so, I don't know, that always makes me feel free in a way. Like I can shake off, if I haven't done any work yesterday, that's yesterday. What am I going to do today? Don't worry about this piece of work that you need to do in 3-4 days time. What can you do right now? And another thing that makes me not take myself too seriously is the idea that in nature, all that matters is the present. Like if you're like a bird or a fish, you only care about what's going to happen right now. You can't really think or worry too much about the future. I don't know, that makes me feel better. Scientifically proven, and I do this on purpose actually, when you're stressed, things that calm your head down are shapes in nature. Apparently, the term is geometric pattern. So, like when you look up at trees and it's got all those shapes of leaves interlocking, that is a repeated geometric pattern, which apparently, especially with the colour green, makes you calm down. That's why everyone always says for your mental health, it's really good for one walk a day. And whilst you're out and about, looking up specifically at trees with those repeated geometric shapes gives you a feeling of order and calmness. So the other day, when I was sitting at my desk feeling a bit stressed because I 20 minutes before I needed to pick up my daughter from school, but I wanted to do X, Y, and Z before I picked her up, because once I pick her up, I can't do anything because she's a bit of a chatterbox, if I'm honest. I just stopped. I was feeling stressed and I looked at the window and I could see some geometric shapes waving in the breeze. And I just thought, that tree is not particularly stressed about X, Y, and Z. Just be like that tree for a minute and just enjoy the moment. I sometimes like being very still when I'm stressed and listening to other sounds outside of my life, whether it's the traffic going by or whether it's, I don't know, the ticking of a clock in another room. anything, it reminds me that I shouldn't, you know, get so caught up in these future stresses. Okay, I'll just say what I do often is I live in Musselburgh, and I've got this rule, this weird rule, I don't know where it's come from, weird rule where if I can hear the geese fly over my house, because they make hell of a noise when they fly around from the River Esk and they fly over my house. If I can hear them, no matter where I am in the house, I drop what I'm doing and I run outside to see if I can see them. I have no idea why I do that, but the other day I did it. I was actually in my pajamas. I was like, geese, and coming out, and yeah, the postman was a bit like, you're crazy, but it's another example of listening out for sounds that are outside of your life and reminding you that, you know, there is a world beyond this going on, and just because you're feeling stressed about something at the moment doesn't mean it's going to last forever. And there's a comfort in realizing that there's sounds outside your own life, and things will get back to normal fairly soon. Sorry, I've rambled on again, haven't I? But I'm really missing you. I need you to hear my rambles. So in some ways, you've made me feel better. So thank you for that. Get in contact with me if you want to chat or to get something off your chest, or just say hi. That would be great. Bye.